Welcome all to this third and last video on configuration of our Python. In this video, we are going to do quite a bit of configurations. So I'll suggest you to pay attention very carefully. Mainly, we are going to do two things. First, downloading and installing Python plugin, and second, associating our previous Python install with our IDE. So click on configure in that plugin. So this plugins window will come in front of you. By the way, make sure you have internet connectivity and type Python. As soon as you type, Python Community Edition will be available in the results. Okay, so click on install. Okay, so as soon as you click on that install, you can see that the installation process has begun. By the way, make sure you are downloading the correct plugin. Okay. It will be evident from the number of downloads that have already been taken place. So as you can observe, almost 1.9 million downloads are there. So the one with the maximum downloads, that will be that should be your plugin that we want to install, which is your Python Community Edition. And as I've told you earlier, this will require internet connectivity to your computer. Okay. If this window is not visible in front of you, there are some proxy issues with your computer. So make sure you don't have any of that. Okay, so install is complete. Let's click on Restart IDE. And yes, we want to associate our plugin with IDE. Click Restart. Okay, so now that screen will disappear and our IDE will restart. Okay, it should automatically restart. You need not have to do anything about it. It will automatically associate that plugin that we have installed right now with the IDE that we are having, which is IntelliJ IDEA, and automatically with the updated settings, it should start again. It should launch itself again. Okay. And again, we should be taken to that same screen that we had earlier. As you can observe, that screen is visible in front of us. Now, in the second step of configuration, just click on Structure for the new projects. Okay, so here we are going to associate our SDK with the projects that we are going to create. Just click on Projects. As you can observe, there is no software development kit as of now. So just click over there, we will add it. Okay, so in the drop down menu, just click on Add SDK, the option which is available over there. Immediately the available SDKs will be shown in front of you. Right now we just want Python SDK, so just click on that Python SDK. It should automatically redirect you to this virtual env environment page. Here I'll suggest you don't make any changes, just tick on that inherit global site packages and make available to all projects. I don't wish to go in too much of detail for this virtual environment. Basically, it is a way by which I can keep my Python environment different than any other environment. Okay, so that is out of very details for that. And by the way, for you, this OK tab should work fine. But actually the problem with my window right now is that I had previously installed this IDE on this computer. So what has happened is that this location should be empty while installing that particular new Python. Okay, so I think I will have to go to that particular location and remove that previous stuff which was installed there, because unless and until I do that, I don't think this will allow me to go further with the installation. So again, I'll tell you, there is nothing you should do about it. For you, this will not show any problem. You are not supposed to make any changes. Just tick on those two boxes that I've told you. And as soon as you do that, the OK option will be visible for you. Okay, so you don't make any changes in your computer. Okay, so I'll just quickly go there and I will just remove that stuff. Okay, as soon as I do that, it should be visible. Okay, so it is visible for me right now. Click on OK. Okay, so as soon as we click on that OK, it has started creating a virtual environment for us. Okay, so that virtual environment, as we have selected earlier, it will be taking the use of base interpreter Python. Okay, so that virtual environment that we are creating right now, it will be the base of it will be the Python. Okay, Python 3.8.4, the latest version that we have downloaded. Okay, so accordingly the virtual environment is being created. This might take some time to create it for the first time. Okay. As you can observe, it is installing, downloading, uninstalling some of the stuff that it will require for do it in the Python. Okay, so we'll have to wait for that amount of time to do it successfully. Okay, so finally our Python SDK is associated. Okay, you can directly click on the OK tab, or you can again say apply and then go for that OK button. Okay. Again, we will be redirected to that default screen that we were at earlier. One more thing, click on configure in that settings. Now this is the last bit of configuration that I want to make. We can make the most out of our IDE that we have installed. So there are some things that I want to configure for our editor that we are going to use. So on the left hand panel, click on editor. In the drop down menu, click on general again, and in that first option, auto import. Okay, just click on the two boxes that I have shown in the window. Okay, those will be required for us when we will do some imports from the internet. So just do that. Now go in the appearance option and make sure that show line numbers is already ticked. It will help us immensely while coding. Now go in code folding. Okay, basically this is the configuration for expert developers. But we are not experts yet. So untick that imports. Then again one line methods. Then closures and generic constructors. Basically code folding is hiding some of the code for the expert developers. But we don't want that now as we are beginners. Okay, so apply and OK. So great, we are done with the configuration and ready for coding.